Hey everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 9 qualifier. This is qual number 3. Should be a super good one. Tracking today we have myself, Lady Draco, Palm, and Tummeltalk. On comms we have Out of This World Burrito and Emo Soda, and they will take it from here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to S9, Season 9 of the main tournaments for Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I'm joined here with Out of This World Burrito. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited today because we're giving the viewers and listeners a full meal, a drink and a burrito.
I like it. Yeah, well, some sport and some food. Yeah. We got some great runners on Restream today. We got Mr. Mario 7788, Tanjo 3, Senny, and Cola. Quite a selection of runners.
Baseball selected this lineup, and just coincidentally, or with baseball's big brain, it ended up being a very tight lineup. Senny and Tanjo had a pretty similar performance last year once they made it to brackets, both being knocked out in lower round 2 of S8. And then Cola and Mr. Mario had similar performances as well. However, Mr. Mario was knocked out in lower round 5 by Cola. So this might be a good time to size each other up, especially since this is the first qual this season for Senny, Tanjo, and Mr. Mario. Cola was in the one on Sunday, number 2. But this will be our first look at 3 of these runners this season.
Yeah, I believe he won qual number 2, right?
Yeah, he sure did, and he pulled 1,061 points from that one. He sub-2'd it, so he's already off to a good start.
Yeah, pretty sick start, and yeah, Mario first qual, Tanjo and Senny all first qual for S9, so it'll be exciting to see how they do and adapt to Dungeon ER. I think, all of these players are very familiar with just dungeon randomization and the randomizers, so I expect some very good finishes out of them for this season, and I think we could potentially see one of them win this season. I don't think that's a stretch of the imagination.
No, absolutely not. They've all been playing really well last season, and this season looks to be no different. In the practice races, I know Senny and Tanjo were both doing really well. Cola picked up a few W's in practice races as well, and of course Mr. Mario put up good scores as well. But we're off to a start in Market, starting as Child with Sapphire, Lullaby, and Serenade, so we're in for a potentially slow start, but this is, of course, Season 9, so we're going to get a lot of info. But it looks like none of these runners are immediately stopping for it. They're all heading up to Hyrule Field. What do you think about that, Emo?
Oh, extremely fast menuing from Tanjo. I don't know, did he have time to write it down, or is he just looking for something specific, you think? Like, that was kind of crazy. He just kind of like, glanced
honestly,
at him.
I didn't even see it, so it must have been like something specific. Like, I didn't even realize he paused.
Probably the bridge meds, and then I don't know, like Bomb the Well, Deku entrances, something like that. Things that you can get to, but currently everything except DC is locked for the runners by something or other. Now we are starting with 2 songs a seed. The random starting item was another song, so pretty common to see that in these races. Ooh, going for simple time hints for Tanjo. Oh. And yeah, we're gonna see everybody just do a normal starting route, I think. No one's gonna go like immediately adult here, starting in Market. I think that'd be a touch aggressive. We're just gonna see go to Lon Lon, and then from Lon Lon, you kind of have your options. You have Serenade and ZL this race. Provides you many riding opportunities. You can do a lot with that. You can go field, you can go lake, valley, or just go forest, which is probably what these runners are all gonna do here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're seeing 2 similar starts from Mario and Tanjo, and then Senny and Cola. So to your point, yeah, we're likely going to see Senny and Cola warp out of here once they're done getting something cool from Malin, hopefully. Sunsong is going to help with some routing, and if they have to push skulls at some point, which seems to be a trend of Season 9 seeds so far, that'll be helpful for that.
There's been a ton of skull seeds. Yeah, I mean, I swear my last week of playing has all been skull seeds, high skull seeds. So it's like, okay, well, surely there's some other things in S9 that can happen, right? Not just like skull simulator 2025. I don't know, 26. I don't even know what year it is, man. S9 has so much information and so much going on with it. It's has been really fun, if nothing else. And ooh, getting some dungeon checks.
Oh.
I got it. Good luck reading it. Oh, you got a better screenshot. We're always talking about what to do and among volunteers of like how to get information for these entrances.
Yeah.
So we're just like, whoever can get the screenshot off the racers first wins.
Hey, the best tool for season 9 to level up your gameplay is snipping tool. It is the goated tool of season 9. Just for that reason, you can just glance at it on your second screen if you got one. Yeah, lot of information jam-packed at the start, and then it's kind of nothing for a while usually, and then the siege just kind of ends eventually. I mean, the kind of end game that I've seen out of season 9 has been pretty huge in terms of speed. It's just you're pretty much done once you hit go mode. Like, it's maybe 5-10 minutes per dungeon, maybe. Like, it really depends on what you've done already too. Compared to previous seasons, especially, it's been very zippy at the end.
Yeah, for what I've seen so far, I definitely would agree with that. There's been a lot of seeds where it's not uncommon people don't even go into a dungeon for 45 minutes, where I feel like in Season 8, you'd already have like 1 or 2 dungeons maybe done by then, but you don't have dungeons for maybe an hour, and then everyone's just in dungeons for the next hour, cleaning up everything.
Yeah, I think it's just a product of the dungeon randomization, that all these overworld checks that would have been kind of mid or bad get leveled up tremendously here. It's kind of like if you removed small keys, like water gets insane, but everything else gets insane too. So we're kind of looking like at these overworld locations like their own little water temples, right? Normally 2 items, 4 items maybe for these kind of medium-sized locations, and a bow on Richard here for Senny. And Cola actually going adult here. That is a little surprising.
Yeah, Cole likes to play pretty thorough, but is into adult first while even doing Child Knight, which is obviously Bo early. That's really nice for Cindy, and Tanjo's going to get it here as well. Mr. Mario did end up playing Prelude and heading out to Lake Hylia, so we're going to get some new information here as he peeks the Rudo's letter check and then goes straight over to fishing to get out of the way.
Yeah, bow for Tanjo as well. Mario not getting that bow, instead electing to warp out, go Lake after Lamon. And Cindy going adults. I do like that, though. Going in with a bow gets you a lot more checks, gets you a lot more options from CAC. It's pretty straightforward. You can just go to Goron City, peek the maze, go to Lost Woods, Kokuri, and get a song there. Whereas Kola might get a little stopped here, but I guess we'll see what's in CAC here. First look at CAC. About 6 minutes in here.
Oh, and Roof Guy. Come on, dude. With the kicks. Iron Boots already.
Yeah. Also pretty nice. Could allow Cola to go upriver and go Lost Woods that way. Fire arrows for Mr. Mario on Child Fishing. Those are definitely auspicious. Like, I haven't seen fire arrows be like insane yet. Even with fire arrow entry allowed, there's not really been like a seed it's really super paid off from what I've seen.
No, we've even seen a seed now where it backfires on you, so you have to be careful with it. It's definitely a good tool to have, but you don't want to bait yourself with it. But that will be nice for Mr. Mario having an actual fire source, and we'll likely grab Bow here before going back adult. Just need magic then to use it, and Cola pulling Sarius from Windmill, so we'll have that in his pocket if he needs it, but that's not going to do too much for us. And it looks like Cindy's going to start heading up to Rufio as well, grabbing the boots. And Mr. Mario's working back out into field, maybe to do a valley play here?
Nah, I think he's positioning for Lost Woods. He's just going to walk there. The only other thing you could probably do is just serenade back to Castle, but I think it's actually a little bit further than from Open Grotto. So I expect him to go towards the forest. High Skull is also dead here. There is a 10-pack of Chews on 30, but I have a feeling no one will go for that unless it's been kind of a explosive light seed. Definitely had my fair share of those recently.
Yeah, Mr. Mario likely pushing Kokiri here because we've seen this path hint twice now, but Kokiri's on the path to Twin Rova, so Mr. Mario probably wants to clear that as soon as possible, is thinking of the Boulder Maze, check his child. The others should have gotten that information as well from Temple of Time, but they're not super concerned about it with it at the moment.
Yeah, definitely like Mario's approach here the most out of the openers so far. I think going adult was a little premature right now. And again, like you said, it's been kind of a symptom of the settings of all of your dungeons pretty much being locked, overworld being very strong, so you can take, 30-minute Child 1 segments. It's not really going to hurt you that much, for the most part.
Yeah, the only times I've seen this biting somebody in the tail was if they do like early Hyrule Field and they don't have explosive source for the grottos yet, then they go, well, I've already kind of been there. So it's easy to, abandon those things for a very long time, and that has definitely bitten some people on some seeds.
Another song for Tanjo here. While Mario clears out Kokiri. And Cola and City gonna have to make a decision here fairly soon. I think Cola will just go River. I mean, he got a bottle. Ooh, Strength. That's pretty big for Mario. Kokiri's Sword Chest. Probably the path for Twin Rova.
I don't know if it's a symptom of like the entrance randomizer or just coincidence, but I feel like strength is coming up more and more to be a bottleneck in a lot of these seeds, so getting it sooner rather than later seems to be really nice.
It's required for a lot of dungeons. It's not that surprising. I mean, I think strength's always been a good item. There's only 3 of them, and they're all pretty impactful. Third one a little bit less so, but even then, this season, you can get an early Ganon. It's pretty easy.
So we did read where light arrows were from Dampe. That definitely is Shadow Temple. We just got a blue fire arrow hint on Mr. Mario's perspective there.
It's
Some
adult spirits.
Oh, okay.
So how have you been liking Season 9 so far?
I like Season 9 a lot. What I know, one of the feedbacks from Season 8 was trying to vary like strategies and openers, and I think Dungeon Entrance Randomizer and the information helps a lot with that. I've been seeing a lot of people do different things. Like, this is a good example. We have a 50-50 split on routes, basically. Staying child longer or going adult sooner. Whereas Season 8, you definitely had a lot more like, okay, well, I'm here as child, let's make our way to market, do these things, clear this out, go over to Kokiri, go adult, do Kokiri. But you have a lot more, should I stay child more, clear out overworld more, go adult, push some things, push my paths, push just density. So I've been enjoying it as a viewer. How do you like it as a player, though, Emo Soda? Because I know you've been obviously participating in the quals.
Yeah, well, I think I tied my best performance on the qual on qual 2. It was only 925 points, so like not really a whole lot to write home about. But for me personally, it was a major victory. So I'm excited to see if I can keep that going for the future qualifiers in this season. But as for the format, I think it's been great. Pretty much all the reasons you stated. Meanwhile, we also got a ice bongo path that was on the bridge skull, or bridge hints in Lost Woods. And I believe Epona was at Composer Grave as well, so a few more things opening up. Bo Epona can go to G2G Fortress area, potentially. And Deku is at G2G, so I'd assume that the runners are probably going to go there sooner rather than later. But yeah, Season 9... I think it's one of the most exciting seasons so far, in recent memory at least. I mean, it's always been a personal gripe of mine of just, these settings are boring, so I can't do well because I'm not, like, engaged and, like, focused on them. I'm just bored, And I think Season 3 was, like, the biggest offender of that. No offense, Season 3 lovers in chat, but... God damn, what a slow format. Just nothing going on, really. But nowadays, I mean, you have so much variation, and just even for the main tournament, you can do so much, even just compared to 2 years ago.
Yeah, and part of that is the advancements on the randomizer tool itself, all the different settings and logic stuff that people can work out. I know some people really love digging into hints and path priority, and then others just like a setting format like you're talking about where there's multiple viable strategies and philosophies to approach to it that works. I know, for example, you participate and operate some other tournaments that happened over the last year. So you obviously have your preferences, and I think those tournaments reflect those well. Shout outs to Master Quest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, first ever Master Quest tournament was exciting. But I think my bigger joy is definitely mixed pools. It's always a joy to do that, run it. It's very similar to these settings, actually. Except your boss can be anywhere, and you can have dungeons and dungeons and that sort of thing. So it's kind of to like a more extreme level than this, but same kind of idea though, more or less.
Yeah. I think S9 has done a good balance of increasing the skill threshold as well as still keeping it somewhat accessible, because obviously this season's using this new standard rule set, which has made a few things legal, and some more tricks have showed up. So like we were talking about, fire arrow entry earlier is allowed this season, but then also some new tricks that being allowed, such as hook shot extension to get across the Gerudo Valley Bridge, the new Iron Boot skip and Water Temple. So we've definitely seen some advancements there, which has been nice because obviously all our runners are getting really good at this game.
Reports coming in here. King Zora has letter. Okay, they just need a bow, which some of them have, and the blue fire arrows are, well, they're in adult spirit, so gonna need 2 strengths for that.
Here's an interesting question. So we already have a bottle. We know ice cavern is in water, so that's an option.
So where's my hook?
So it's like, where's the hook? So you need to get hook shot to get in there. We already have boots, or we need to find magic and do the double spirit check. Harold Castle had some amount of items. I saw in that.
Some of them have 1 strength already, so well, I guess just Mario. But so Mario's already ahead in the seed. Surprise of nobody. Man's been on a tear this year, has 2 tournament wins under his belt, which is crazy to think about. It's really just the year of Mario, in my opinion, but we will see how he attempts to S9. But in the meantime, there was a Skull Mask hint as well for 20 bomb chews. So if there's no bomb bag found, I don't know, in like next 10 minutes, I could see a couple people heading for that as a potential routing opportunity. That was Castle 1, I believe. Kind of a useless hint. It's not foolish.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta go see the fairy later.
It's probably been the least impactful hints, I think, the important item checks. There's only 2 of them, and then half the time it's like, oh, there's 1 check in a 1-check area, or, 0 in an area. It's just a foolish check. Also, hookshot there for Tanjo and Valley. Waterfall. Goron City Path morph as well. Not sure how seriously he's going to pursue that. I mean, it could just be for, Tunic Logic, or Long Shot, which is not great. Not great anymore, with the water skip. It's been kind of the overarching win of the season in terms of tech. It's just almost required every seed if you want to do well in one of these qualifiers. But it's also fairly easy to do. You only need to take maybe 5-10 minutes of practice, and you can probably get it with no buffering or anything like that pretty consistently. So I've been pretty happy with it. It's kind of just the next KZ skip, really.
Yeah,
So
no, it's just another piece of tech to like up level the skill level and put a greater demand on the runners.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to next season. It'll be like King's Aura Skip. It'll get banned next season. And we'll have Longshot be in vogue again, and then it'll be allowed for season 11. And I'm sure something else will happen then, tech-wise. Skullcat dead. I think it was just a blue rupee.
Good to keep in mind, Skullcat doesn't have anything, as we did get a path hint for Lost Woods' Path to Evil's Bane. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. We did find Wallet, but probably not Wallet.
Not the seed.
Not this one.
Yeah, a really impactful hookshot. I don't know. I mean, with Epona in Composer Grave, I can see these players going towards it a little bit sooner. You just check it as adult or something like that after Deku. So it's not the worst location in the world, but Valley haters are definitely going to get super punished this seed just out of the gate.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Valley is definitely one of those locations where we see our runners stray from it. Another notable one is, of course, Child Domain or Child Goron City. So unless people get information for those locations, like we do with Goron City today, they're probably not going to be pushing those unless they're just like, you know what, the vibes are right, I'm going over there. But Cola did go back to Child and got Bo basically immediately off of Richard. And is now going to start doing fishing as well, and likely Sep Scarecrow's song here. Tanjo heading out to Hyrule Field for himself here.
Yeah, he's getting those bomb chews. I see that skull mask already equiped on Tanjo. He's excited about those explosives.
It's not just for style points. And
partially,
20 minutes. But... Oh, sure. 20 minutes without explosives or like a hammer, though, is getting to get a little frustrating, so I could definitely see, stretching out for those chews.
We'll see how he uses them. I don't think Tanjo really safe comes that often, just from my own memory bank, so I could be wrong on that, though. There's definitely like two camps of players, like someone that keeps 20 at all times for the most part until they can waste them, or you just first 20 things that you throw a bomb chew at.
Yeah. I've seen both. They both can pay off.
Oh, yeah.
Just depends.
You get the speed with just using them freely, and the efficiency as well. You don't have to backtrack ever. Save quitting can also be pretty time intensive depending on what you're playing on. So Cola and Mario here are both playing on Virtual Console. I think Tanjo as well. I don't remember. With Sunny being the emulator player here among these players.
Looks like Cindy wasn't able to peek what was on letter. There he goes. Cindy saw it now. It's going to set Scarecrow as well. And Tanjo's going to clear out Child Kokiri and find his first strength. And Mr. Mario back in CAC.
As his first crack at CAC after I want to say 18 minutes or so first Child segment. Pretty good. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary, but also not too long.
No. 20 minutes Child for S9 is like pretty common at this point.
Yeah. It's definitely stuck out to me this season, though. It's always kind of been true, but the opener really is just first Child, first adult segment as a pairing. You don't really just have like an hour Child start or something. And so it's still important to switch ages every now and again, just so you don't spend too much time as one age or the other, but it can kind of vary a lot too, depending on what hints you have, item locations that you found, hints, and then also where the dungeons are, so...
Which Mr. Mario's taking a first good long look at medallions and entrances here, which 22 minutes in for your first good look at these is just, reflects what you're talking about, where you have a lot you could be doing anyways. Some runners like to have that information early. Some, it doesn't really impact what they're doing too much.
Yeah, a really common one you'll see is checking it on the first child save quits. All these runners had Serenade though, so they've been checking it at slightly different times than that. But I think before you like make any like major moves, I mean, Mario's pretty much done with his opener, quote unquote, and is heading toward Valley or River, other side of the field.
They both have water, it's okay. But yeah, River this season, some people are really enjoying it because of the extra information from the Gossip Stones here. But there are some runners who still just don't like River because obviously it can bird you pretty easily if you don't find anything there. Kind of out of the way. It doesn't really lead to a very popular location. I had this discussion with Hyper. He's not a fan of the River play, but it seemed to pay out in S9. He's like, all right, I guess I'll go to River.
When it's like this and it's like on the way, you almost get punished for not going there a little bit. And yeah, 3 hit stones is a lot overall, so it's nothing to like actively avoid. If it's convenient, sure, but if you're going out of your way to River and then you just kind of like stop at the top of River, then now what do you do? Then that's a little bit worse.
Yeah, speaking of hints, that was a good one to get. Like Hylia has 2 major items, and we know that one of them's the fire arrow, so it's got something else out there.
Well, we know that there's an early hook. But as far as Mario's route goes, just getting the Skull Mask hint on his way to Lost Woods. We'll see if he goes for it. Like Tandra just did, 20 chews in the bag. Sunny and Cola pretty much at the same spot, more or less. Just kind of finishing up Lost Woods on the way to SFM. We'll see what they do once they reach the song. Also Tanjo and Lost Woods. Everyone's in Lost Woods.
It's the place to be. You got path in here, you got a path in Kokiri. Might as well come through here and clean it up. But yeah, Cindy and Cola have been taking a pretty similar route. Mr. Mario and Tanjo have diverged a little bit here, with Mr. Mario obviously staying longer in Child than Tanjo did, and Tanjo already back to Child. But I do agree that I like Mr. Mario's opener a lot, but right now Tanjo's sitting in a really good position, having hookshot, bow, and explosives.
Yeah, Valley and Skull Mask has gotten both of those already. So, I mean, yeah, when are the runners really going to be doing those checks? So it's really nice to get those done 20 minutes in. You have a really nice starting inventory as well. You have a lot of options for Tanjo. You might not just go Deku. You have Jabu and Fire Stones, so and a free stone in the pocket. So I could see Ice being a play this early. It's been a pretty popular just do it kind of a dungeon. G2G and Fire. We got DC and DC. That's crazy. I haven't seen that yet in S9.
Yeah, we saw earlier, Dodongo is packing the Fire Medallion, so we are going to have to go through there. So that might be a pretty attractive option for our runners once they do find, Hammer or something to start working through it. If more of them find the hint for the Chew Pack, I could see them going other way for it.
Alright, Cola got the song. And he is going to Kakariko?
Yeah, looks like it. He might be actually going to... Oh, nope, never mind. Oh, Dampe.
Dampe.
Thought he was about to warp. I'm like, wait.
Dampe and Skulls, probably, or something. Okay. Didn't expect that.
Cola is definitely a fan of getting Skulls. So any Skull Heavy Seed has been a welcome choice for him, as his Skull routing is also very strong. There's nothing on 30 up the seed, but 10-20 still might at least be information or give us something very helpful.
10-20 you can get fairly easily. Could see most players getting it by like 50 minutes. Thereabouts, especially with these item placements. Oh man, even more bomb chews.
Yeah.
Getting 10 more. He's up to 27 chews.
That's basically 50 bombs for Tanjo.
Yeah, that's a bomb bag. I don't care.
That's basically a bomb bag.
So he is good on explosives, unless he just does every overworld bomb check, and he still has enough for dungeons, I think, at this point. Maybe he misses.
Ooh, Mr. Mario just called a Pona. This might be Valley.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he has the shield too, so he's Deku ready. And ready to get done his first progression dungeon. I like that. Ooh, Kakuri's sword. Child Goron City on Rolling Goron. That's huge. That opens up Shadow. Another required dungeon this seed.
Goron City was Path, right?
Yes, it was Path.
And Morpha. Which...
So...
Morpha's in the Shadow entrance.
And you get this Kakuri sword. Yeah, it's kind of like these very almost obtuse kind of play experiences that are really intriguing as a player. It's like, oh wow, what is this Kakuri sword for Morpha? Like what? You know, that sort of thing. It's not going to be relevant for him too much. They already have irons and hook. You can do everything. Well, not everything, I guess. We do still have the 2 checks that require hovers or long shot in Water Temple, so it's not without risk. At least some level of it.
Right. Which, I don't know if Tanjo actually went and grabbed his strength yet. I don't see it on his tracker, so I don't remember.
No, not yet. He hasn't gotten there. I think. Yeah, I think he might be ending his route at Kakuri's Sword Chest, to be honest.
Oh,
it's a pretty good spot to end it at. You don't have to play like Suns out of it, you just like warp out of there.
Yeah, that's smart. And now Mr. Mario with the hook shot from Valley.
Oh no, he has it. He has it. He just didn't mark it.
Oh, okay. I don't blame him.
Mario death warping back. Help of the Octorok. Only on 3 hearts. Pretty effective use this early in the seed.
Yeah, especially since we already see Tanjo with 6 hearts. So the fact that Mr. Mario somehow avoided all of those containers is pretty funny. I guess that's maybe the extension of the Child 1 segment. I guess maybe a lot of those are adults somewhere. But Mr. Mario's going to free the Carpenters here. Maybe do some horseback archery and finally slip into Deku.
Free the Carpenter. There's just one on these settings.
That's true. It looks like Cinny's also making a Valley play here, which I believe he bought a shield. He just hasn't equipped it yet.
Yeah, about the same level of quality as going there as Mario. Does not have the hook, but the top of Fortress doesn't have anything. So not going to get super punished for that. His Deku is going to be a little bit slower. But we'll see if he actually checks Waterfall before or after Deku. Could make a huge difference here. Big chest on the hammer. Valley chest as well.
Oh, looks like he's not going to check. He's just going.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a little time intensive. He's on not 3 hearts, so it's going to take him, you know, between 4 and 6 more Octorok hits. Ooh, magic for Tanjo.
Yep.
Believe that's Castle Fairy?
Yeah, that's our important item check.
Well, this time it's good. It's not just, you know, double defense or something like that.
Frog.
Yeah, hey, Frog's good. Don't knock Frogs. Almost nobody frog warped in Qualifier 2, and I reaped the rewards from it. Never had to go back to DSE. It was great. Now, the only problem with Frog is you have to keep it a frog. You can't save quit. So you kind of have to make it work, and hopefully you don't lose too much time trying to make it work. But I mean, it's a huge gain, especially if you've already done River, like Mario. I think he would, if someone offered him a frog, I think he would take it.
someone clipped that. If someone offered Mr. Mario a frog, I think he'd take it. He's just a friend of amphibians. Nothing malicious here. All right, Tangent warping out.
Now look at the difference here between Mario and Cindy. Boom, already caught up with the hook.
they're showing us the same checks at the same time. Wow, that's a great slingshot spot.
Not bad.
Not bad. And we're gonna see ice here from Tanjo.
Oh, nice. With the magic, yeah, okay. Doesn't have the BFAs, but does have a bottle. So we'll be able to do that. Again, yeah, very popular spot to just, I'll just do it. Kind of a dungeon. You almost never get punished for it. It has a song. The hardest part about ice has always been getting there. It's always multi-minute to get there, but in the season, I mean, it's potentially just right next to like your spawn or a warp song that you have. So it's unusually, I don't know, unusually strong. It's a little bit stronger than it's been historically, but it's historically been crazy good. So I have a hard time just saying no to ice. It's just really good.
Yeah, one of the strengths, as we were talking about this season, is Skulltula plays, and when you got hookshot and you're already here for ice, you can grab a lot of skulls pretty quickly. So that helps add up pretty quick. And for this seed specifically, we know it's path to Bongo Bongo. So we're thinking simple answers hovers, but we still have a lot of items in the pool, so it could be something else.
Okay, my favorite item, Stone of Agony for Mario. Nice pickup.
You do play the mascot of Stone Agony.
Hey, only player who is deranged enough to play with the Stone of Agony model, so I'll take that.
Everyone's got their signature.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't do vanilla like cosmetics. It's just so boring, man. So like Kola and Senny here, just I can't do it, man. We're playing randomizer, right? Like, isn't that supposed to be randomized at least?
It's supposed to be random. I mean, that might be why. Isn't it Zabi always running Barrel and Big Chungus?
I'm not sure if that's true, but
somebody always sticks to that.
Bounty pickup for Mario, yeah.
Yeah, right down here in Deku Basement. So Cinny and Mario walking out with some explosives. Use Chungus once. Okay. That wasn't a fever dream. Thank you, baseball.
It's really just Kola here. Looks like he's buying a shield, so I think he's positioning for a Deku play coming up here fairly soon. But the only one among these runners without any form of explosives. We'll see how many bomb shoes it is as well.
So Tanjo's grabbing Din's Fire from Ice Cavern right now. So that could be our path item.
Nice. Pretty strong pickup. You don't have to worry about fire arrow entry. Just use Dens. And shadow entrance again is water, so not going to be relevant as child, but it is a required dungeon, so that they can do. Just need Nocturne.
So Mr. Mario first out of Deku.
Yeah, that's the hookshot difference, man. Like, Sunny was in there maybe 5 seconds before, and now he's like a minute or something behind just because of the hook placement. Not checking Valley on the way. Can't really blame him, though. I think it's fine to do Valley after Deku here. And Mario getting money here. Filling his wallets. He's going to get some bomb shoes. Might even cross here. Wouldn't be terribly surprised. Yeah, Song of Storm still needed as well for Spirit, so we're kind of song hungry at the moment.
Pull out here, just hunting pose.
Oh, what is this setup for Mario? It's like an ESS or two, and it just works? Okay. Oh yeah, not to mention, this is E. Cola's first qual as well, I believe. Another really strong runner. We got a total of 45 active participants in the race here. We're only going to be focusing on these 4 on Restream, so no outside info in the chat, please, but should be good regardless.
All right, well, we found Nocturne in Ice Cavern. That won't be our path to Bongo Bongo since the shadow entrance is water, as you talked about earlier. But that's definitely great to have for movement and for when we do need to get into water. Which that is packing our Spirit Medallion today, which, as a reminder, our win condition for this seed is defeating Ganon, which takes 3 medallions to get the boss key, and Rainbow Bridge is vanilla, so we need the Shadow, Spirit Medallion, and Light Arrows.
Yeah, that seed is going to be Shadow Water completion, so kind of all eyes on Shadow in terms of reaching Ganon's and having that be a location runners can check. Tanjo already setting up Scarecrow Song. Meanwhile, yeah, Mario is crossing. Makes a lot of sense.
On Prelude.
Yeah, I mean, you just, you're already out here. You're already gonna buy choose. I think it makes enough sense just to cross, but probably not gonna lose a ton of time, maybe 30 seconds or something like that. You don't have Prelude, so you're gonna have to save quit. But Mario's on BC, so I think it probably saves time just to cross where, you know, you're already buying bomb shoes. Versus Cine, who's playing on emulator, does make more sense just to save quick, get that Requiem, and come on out here. So trading a little bit of time here and there. Hookshot not making a huge difference in terms of seed completion time. But does not have that hook, though, on Cine's side. Just rotting in Valley currently. I'm not sure when he's going to get that.
Dust. Yeah, it's going to pick up dust for a while, because if he wasn't getting it there, I almost think he just didn't stop because he couldn't check the crate on the ledge. So he just said, screw it, I'll worry about that later.
Well, I'm a little surprised he didn't just, like, you know, get a little bit of money like Mario and just get 10 shoes here. Because he only got a 5-pack out of Deku, which is pretty weak. Not what you want to see. For Tanjo, though, he did get Nocturne at Ice. Pretty good. Gonna need that for water entry.
Mm-hmm.
And just as I say that, Mario is in Ice. And comparing Tanjo and Mario here, they're pretty much even for the most part. Tanjo doesn't have Deku done, so I might be seeing him make his way there. Kind of trading Ice and Deku in terms of like time save between him and Mario. But he definitely has more choose, even with using, you know, like 10, 15 already. And he's kind of set up to buy more choose as well if he so chooses. He has 180 right now. Yeah, so you'll have 37 choose found this seed if he buys 10. Which, well, not 37, 40, I guess, at this point, total. And that is where you want to be.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, fuck Bomb Bag, man.
You need it when you have this many choose, which Cine is first into GTG. So we're going to be seeing some new information here as he peeks the maze. I don't see a big chest in there.
GTG is in fire. It's a little bit further away than the other locations. It does have Bolero, though. And meanwhile, Cole is also in Deku. A little bit ahead of Tanjo here, but Also lacking that hook, lacking any explosives at all. Not in as good of a position, but still, he's alright for now. We'll see what he does after Deku. Maybe he checks Valley.
Yeah, he'll be right there, so he wants to go back out and check. Probably the best time to do it.
Yeah, there's something to be said, though, for the Goron City Path Morphin. You could just be thinking to yourself, well, all I really need to do is find some bomb shoes, and I can just go get the hook in the maze, or something like that, if you haven't been there yet this seed. So maybe they're banking a little bit on that information, just being, like, straightforward like that, but not always the case with these settings. Sometimes your wallet's path, I don't know, wallet Rova or something, you know? Something completely out there. You're like, okay, well, I don't need a tunic for a spirit, so that's a little bit of information you can gain, but...
Yeah, our pathins today are a little on the somewhat helpful side. So we did end up with 2 Rova paths. We had a Kokiri to Twin Rova, which we're pretty sure is the strength. We also found Shadow Temple to Twin Rova, so something in there is required. We have Lost Woods to Evil's Bane. Goron City to Morpho, which could be the Kokiri sword. Not sure. I'm not going to think about that right now. And then Ice Cavern, it's got to be Din's Fire, because we didn't find anything else, and I don't think Nocturne means anything. Cola just got a second Skulltula. For somebody who I said likes getting Skulltulas, he got his second at almost 44 minutes in. I guess today he's like, masker it. We're going aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, most of the early skulls you can get without hook are usually going to come from dungeons, which are, again, mostly inaccessible to start here, or in your child segment. And he hasn't been child for a hot minute. Did a few things here and there, but nothing too extensive. As I say, that Cinny is going back child. Not finding a ton that he can work with currently. Gonna maybe be scumming these bomb shoes. Save quit out of Temple of Time. As Kola gets his 5-pack and Deku as well. Tanjo right behind. Just freed the carpenter. I almost said freed the guard. That'd be wrong. And he's making his way into Deku as well. And Mario just completing ice. Could be picking that Nocturne. Just lacking the magic to be able to go into water.
It looks like Cindy's going to use one of his 5 chews here to get that major item off the ferry, which we know will be magic, so Cindy will definitely keep that, but we'll be down to 4 explosives.
Yep, save quit again after getting the magic, I can almost guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sunny's been actually really dominant in a lot of races. There's been almost, I haven't counted, it's been a couple days since I put together my little spreadsheet, but yeah, he's been among one of the just top first place finishers in no matter what size of race, you know, or kind of in that upper stratosphere of finishers, so it's going to be particularly exciting to see him in action in a qualifier here, so.
Yeah, he's been putting in the practice. I did look at that spreadsheet before the race started, which thanks for making that. It's very helpful. And Cindy did have the most wins on that sheet out of these 4 runners. But that doesn't mean these other 3 have been slacking either. That's just, of course, what got recorded by Race Rooms. Everyone on here they were top 32 last year in S8, all of them. All of these went to the main tournament. So you're looking at top 32 players from last year. So
it's really hard to recreate just the atmosphere of a qualifier because it's really quite special, at least in the racing scene. Just all the combination of nerves and excitement, and the fact that you're racing this, maybe awful seed, maybe awesome seed, alongside 40, 50, maybe up to 100 players. I don't think we'll see that this season on the qualifier. think that like heyday of like huge qualifiers is a little bit past. I mean, mostly just because we have 20 now. It used to be that we only had like, I think maybe 10 in the first season. Second season like 12 maybe. It's like 14 in season 4, I think. So the fact that we have 20 and it's all in 1 month, and then we brackets start right then is really exciting.
Yeah, I know for a lot of these runners, they have a very competitive mindset, so being able to see how you're stacking up against everybody else is really great. Like, practice races are awesome, but you have a lot of situations where people go, okay, well, whatever, and they'll DNF, or they won't finish out the C because they're like, okay, well, I don't really need to practice doing tower climb or something. So, but in quals, people are more incentivized to finish, so it's a better sense of, measuring up. You can see who did better than whom. You can go watch their VODs, compare, and helps build community and friendly rivalry.
Yeah, pickup races, you see this a lot of just a lot of different competing interests in terms of like, what are you racing for? Are you racing to improve? Are you racing to win only? Racing to not get last? There's a lot of different reasons people play in the pickup races, but in this qualifier, you're all playing for the same reason. You're trying to get as many points as possible, and that's it. So not a lot of DNFs you'll see out of a lot of these runners, unless they know they're quite behind or out of contention for the point total that they need. That's why you get 8, I think, right? Total qualifiers for points.
Yeah, you can play up to 8, but only 5 of them will count. So your first 8 count, but then you just need to complete 5, and then it'll take your 5 best and then drop the highest.
Mm-hmm. And it's so early in the season too. Qualifier 3 out of 20. So yeah, not going to be seeing a lot of that. Maybe once you get past the halfway mark, you have some people that have done all 8. You'll see a lot more DNFs then, but doesn't mean necessarily that it's the right choice. Really depends on your personal points and kind of what you're aiming for.
Yeah, I think one exciting component about the main tournament this year, I know some people were looking forward to it, is that qualifiers lead into pools instead of immediately going to brackets. So that's another way that the competition has been shaken up.
Yeah, not only with the settings, but the tournament structure also taking a massive rework. It's going to be awesome to see. Now, Cola just crossed Wasteland after completing Deku. Kind of along the same lines as Mario, also in DC. Makes a lot of sense, I think. Tanjo, I think, is setting up for just like maybe a water play. Maybe he's doing Big Pose, potentially.
Oh, okay.
Mario going to DC. I like this play a lot. I'm surprised no one else out of these 4 has gone to DC at DC. What?
Well, I mean, he has 11 shoes. I could see why Cine hasn't made it over there, as Cine's already down to 2. But yeah, it's surprising that Tanja, who's explosive loaded, hasn't gone over there. Cola might make it over there once he's done here at Colossus.
I mean, even if you can't complete it, it's not that far away from a warp, with Hook. Especially. You have strength and bow, just a really strong location in general. Ooh, Fortress Foolish?
Yeah, I think that's what that was. I think that was her second Foolish hit.
Yeah, not the best, not the worst. It's not gonna derail your route or anything that you're working towards or something like that.
No.
Cola going GTG, actually. Okay. Seeing some variation in the mid-game here.
He still doesn't have Hook, but he could still get a lot done in here with Song of Time. Also, I just want to point out, Cindy's the first actual child Zora's domain. Almost took us 52 minutes to get here, but yeah, this is just one of those locations that's kind of hard to get to, especially since while we did start with Serenade, we still don't have a scale, so it's not like we have an easy shortcut into it.
Yeah, it's really far out there. It might as well be on Mars in Hyrule here. I think probably one of the furthest locations you can now go to. I mean, it kind of already was to begin with, but I mean, if you're not entering Jabu, there's almost no reason to come out. No scale. There's only one way to get here, unless it's like your save spawn or something as child. So I think just even Valley is, I think, a little bit more attractive of an option, if I can say that. It feels illegal to say. Like, it's to check location that takes minutes to get to. Ooh, that's attractive. Like, okay.
Well,
but in
Valley's
comparison,
deep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I think my issue with the child domain play as it is now is that the Jabu entrance is bottom of the well, which is obviously a dense location, and if you can't get to it, I wouldn't even bother going up there. There's other more dense plays you could be making right now, or paths to chase. You have nothing pointing you up there.
Yeah, unless you know like where a scale is or something like that, then it's pretty risky, I would say.
Yeah.
Ooh, big chests for Mario and DC. Just a slingshot.
All right. Qualifying the Bone Boys. A dangerous set of Bone Boys from the Battle Royale tournament, as participants and viewers were aware. So I think Stalfos probably racked up the highest kill count that season.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. I was technically in that. It was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it.
Oh, I think that was strength left hand on Spirit. Hand for Tanjo.
Strength left hand.
So it's strength 3. Not sure that'll be relevant, but nice to have, I guess. Shadow Temple lights. I think that's the first light arrow in, actually, isn't it? Anyone else pick that up?
The Shadow Temple hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody picked it up when they were doing Dampe Race earlier.
Oh, okay. See, there's just so much happening in S9. I'm just telling you.
No,
it's
that's
so
just like
easy
the
to-
first like 10 minutes of S9 is way more stressful than S8 because of all the information.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is there a clear leader on the restream? Well, who would you say is ahead here?
Well, in terms of like dungeon completion, we just saw Mr. Mario get Fire Medallion, so he's 2 of 6 on getting his boss key. But Tanjo, I think, has the better item loadout here, especially packing as many explosives as he has. So
18.
if you're talking
18.
Yeah, if you're talking progression, Mr. Mario. If you're talking item setup, I think I'm going to give it a Tanjo on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Mario did buy the bomb shoes. He hasn't really used a ton of them. I think he's down to 7. It's a little on the light side.
Yeah.
Still has a little bit to work with. Doesn't have that magic yet, so I'd kind of have to agree with you all on Tanju being the leader here. Definitely can change. S9's a very quirky season. Lots of twists and turns. A lot of time loss can come from a lot of different angles as well.
Oh, yeah.
Could just be like, oh, you went to this dungeon 2 times, plus 5 minutes. Or,
yeah,
you know, something of that variety, so...
Yeah, another thing about S9 too is because everyone is kind of falling into more routing decision, especially early on, you see a lot of paths diverge and converge, and some of the times they line up right at the end. Going back to the second qualifier on Sunday on Restream, we had 2 participants finish within a second of each other. So It ends up coming down to not just your routing and decisions, but also just execution, because that 1 second difference was made because one of the runners had a cleaner Spirit Temple, which made up time for them, but then they missed a phase on Twin Rova. But then the other runner was struggling to hit Ganon's tail for like 15 seconds, and that closed the gap. So even small things like that can end up making a difference in what you're earning points-wise in qualifiers.
Yeah, you're just trying to finish as close as you can to top 7, which is what sets the point pace for the runners.
We're getting a question in chat that's something along the lines of, is anything going to put us in casino mode? I don't really think so right now. We have a lot of information, but
many things potentially could. Still no sign of Mirror Shield. Not that strange about an hour into the seed. In terms of the dungeons that we need done here, Hover is also no sign of that yet. That's kind of it, though. I mean, Forest is at Forest, so I think that Mario's just going to go do Forest. Well, I like that play a lot. He's been very, not aggressive, but definitely on point with his progression. He's not really messing around. He's done chewing his gum.
He's hilariously getting his medallions in order by coincidence, as Force will get him Water Medallion.
Okay, so Shadow's next. Got it.
Uh-huh.
And then Mirror Shield will be in Ganon's once he gets access after Water. Okay. He's cooking.
Because we still have the unresolved path of Shadow Temple to Twin Rova. That could just be another strength.
Yeah, could just be the Mirror Shield as well. Wouldn't be that surprising.
Ooh, we've seen Child Side Spirit on Cine down in the bottom left as Mr. Mario heads into Forest right now, getting his equips ready. So this has new information on both those perspectives.
Yep, progression all around. Tanjo also entering DC here.
Wow, boss key in the first room of Forest. Cool.
Not the big chest you're hoping for, but
no,
you need it.
We still gotta say hi to the Poe sisters anyways, but cool.
Okay, season 10, right? We make clipping allowed. Is that crazy?
Oh, no.
Would that be crazy?
I don't have a strong opinion on this, but I know on the Gossip Stone podcast, there are opinions shared about that. I'm sure Jimbo would have something to say.
Yes, it's on the OoT Randomizer website under the community section. Check it out. We put a lot of work into it. And we just had a new episode come out recently talking about all about S9. We had Melqui on.
Yeah. Who's monitoring this exact qualifier.
Yeah,
what a coincidence.
Just a coincidence, yeah.
But yeah, a happy 1 hour. You're watching Zelda Speedruns. We're here live with you for the qualifier race number 3 for Season 9's main tournament. We're having a great time watching our 4 fantastic runners who've graciously shared their streams with us today. Mr. Mario, Tanjo, Cine, and Cola. Thank you very much. We also want to thank our trackers, Baseball, Palm, and Tomel Talk. We appreciate you keeping all of the S9 information straight for us and everyone else, as well as all of the items getting grabbed. Extra thanks to Baseball, who is restreaming for us today. And thanks for being here, Emo Soda. I think everyone's enjoying this soda burrito combo.
Hell yeah. It's lunchtime. It's not lunchtime, but...
Dinner time?
Food time. Something like that.
Food time. Alright, and so yeah, Mr. Mario's going through our favorite push block climb in Forest Temple that everyone loves to watch. Cindy's starting to clear out Death Mountain Trail. Tanjo's finishing up Dodongo's Cavern. And Cola is right on Tanjo's tail, about to go into the back half.
Yeah, chew count dwindling. It's going to be down to 5. After DC, Tanjo is on 13 still. That's crazy. Seeing the difference there.
Yeah, that Skull Mask play to get those chews is paying out because I think that saved Tanjo a little bit of time from having to go out to Wasteland and buy those himself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think if you read 20 chew at Skull Mask, you just do it ASAP. I mean, hard to say no to 20 chews. No bomb bag, no hammer. At the same time, though, I mean, not really that many path locations that are bomb locked themselves. I mean, you do have Goron City, but we've seen the maze. We know there's nothing there. You can use one chew to get your K sword. Shadow, loosely bomb locked. You know, it's big wall that's stopping you from the get-go. But other than that, only a few things in there. Lens.
Oh, found lens.
Okay.
Yes! Treasure chest mini games on the table.
Oh boy.
Do we have any foolishness? Yes, we do. We have Jabu and Fortress.
Yeah, not the most exciting in the world.
So, what's up, Jackstronomy? Jackstronomy is asking for a recap of the first hour. How would you summarize the first hour of the seed, Emo?
Man. Kind of easy item locations. You had, with a few wrinkles in it, no obvious explosives. You have some chew packs here and there. There's a 20 pack on Skull Mask, which is pretty big. Other than that, yeah, I mean, you get Forest, DC, Deku item kits from just doing stuff, generally. Outside of that, we're just kind of looking for hovers, Strength 2, and Mirror Shield.
Yeah, that you got it. There's hovers.
Never mind. Strength 2 and Mirror Shield. We just saw the hovers on Sunny's side there. Target in the woods.
I guess that's our path to Evil's Bane? Yeah, because Shadow Temple has light arrows.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we know what that is now. So there's hover boots. That's a good grab for Cinny. But Cinny needs to go find Hook. Either go back to Valley at some point, or hopefully wander into another one.
It's a pretty straightforward location, too, for the runners, so... You're pretty priced in to turning in K-Sword once you get it from Goron City, I think. At least in my mind. So getting the hovers is kind of natural of a check to kind of stumble across. Just being so close in proximity. Tanjo did not get it, though. I don't know if he had Slingshot at the moment when he was there earlier in the seed. So he might not have had the opportunity, but... Gonna be pretty nice for Senny, who's struggling a little bit. Didn't get the hook at Valley Waterfall. Did go to Deku and GTG already, so not gonna go there as adult. Hasn't been there as child. This is the second child segment, I believe, and just no movement towards there. It's not hinted. It's just kind of, you know, Sphere Zero. It's probably the worst part about this seed if you really devalue Valley as a location.
Yeah. And he's going back adult now, so yeah, I don't see when he's going to go back out. Because if he wanted to check Ledge as Valley, he'd just go back there as child.
Playing Bolero might be a GTG angle. Huge location, lots of items. No?
No? This might be to chase the Goron City path to Morpha. Maybe he thinks there's another hook shot in there somewhere in the Kokiri Sword's bait.
Well, it's going to be hard to do with no explosives. I think might have only Link the Goron available here.
Hmm.
It could be a DC play with no explosives. Not great. He might not even have the Skull Mask, by the way, which would help out a lot in the situation. Of course, that was a hint at top of river. So a little far away, especially in the mid game, not exactly what you want to be doing. Going up river for nothing? Like, I don't know. Big chest
Mr.
on
Mario's got
Mario's
a big
side.
box. Oh, there's a Mirror
Ooh.
Shield. Just hanging out in forest.
Okay. Well, that's strength 2 and shadow, and we're in go? Question mark? With not a lot of effort. Mario really just has to get that magic at castle. Surely has the important item hints. So I think once he gets like 1 or 2 away, he'll be a little bit more priced into getting that. Goron City, also the path location available to him. I don't think he's been there. Does not have the K-Sword. Opted to do progression instead. So there's a little bit of work here. Utanjo getting the hovers.
He didn't forget.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's opened Deku yet, so... Or the Deku entrance. So I think it's just going to be pretty natural for a lot of runners just to... Okay, I'm going to check this. It's on the way. It's the opening Deku.
Oh, there's bomb bags. It was on Graveyard Crate. Good job, Cindy.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
both
they
missed
all
that.
peeked it. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
That would explain why Cindy pushed River and bought beans and was like, well, I'm in River. Let me just go up to Child Domain because I'm here already.
Yeah, forced to do it before this domain, or DC play, rather. Makes a lot of sense. Still not going to help him find the hook, though. Still just going to be a lingering issue for him.
Hover Boots towards Lost Woods slingshot target.
Meanwhile, as well, Scale for Cola. Tanjo got that a little bit earlier doing Child Spirit, I think.
Yeah, I think Cindy was the first into Child Spirit to grab that scale, but Tanjo wasn't far behind. And then Mr. Mario is doing the third post sister and will be into the basement of Forest soon.
Wow. Yeah, halfway done on his progression, thereabouts. Everyone else has Deku done. DC done for Cola and Tanjo as well. Sunny heading there right now with the bomb bag.
Alright, so this is likely Tanjo heading to Lost Woods to get to Forest. Yeah, with that bow and nut equip. Yeah.
Yeah, got all 3 items for that. Strength, hook, and bow. Being a vanilla location this seed, along with DC. Cola going up river. Probably going to be doing this about the same thing as Senny. Only has 5 choose to his name. Might be thinking about that bomb bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Cola also still without a hook shot as well, so hoping to pull something or just say, screw it, I'm just going to get away from this bomb bag so I have something to use.
Definitely an interesting decision point this seed is, okay, you've seen bomb bag on Graveyard Crate, but you also get the 20 Chew is on Skull Mask hint. Now, if both were available at the start, and they aren't, I mean, obviously you know where the bomb bag is, still need to scale. Otherwise, you have to use a bomb chew or something to get some beans. But if you had that choice at the start of the seed, what would you do? Go for the bomb bag? Go for the 20-pack?
I think a part for some runners would be their level of comfort. All 4 of these runners are very comfortable with the 20-pack. For maybe some newer runners, they'd feel more comfortable with the bomb bag. In terms of routing, I feel like the chews are more attractive just simply because you already have a long shot one in this seed. That's a little bit more simple to route in, especially since we got the Kokiri hint for path. So you're like, well, I'm going over there anyways. I started in market, and people like to, reduce their age changes as much as possible to save time. So, going out to river just to get beans, especially if it's not logical, and then to go back to then plant them and then go adult seems like a pain compared to just go to Skull Kid.
I think I tend to agree. I mean, unless it's like Market's Path or maybe multiple path locations being bomb locked specifically. This one's like partially on a couple, but it's not like Field Path and Goron City Crater Path, Fire Path, DC Path. Like, it'd be crazy to have all those.
Oh, bomb bag. Mario he walks into a bomb bag on Phantom Ganon anyway, so he's not going back to graveyard. Who cares?
Wow. That is extremely fortunate for Mario.
And Tanjo. Tanjo's going to grab it out of here as well. So this forest is
he doesn't, come on, he doesn't need more. Sir, come on. Really?
Yeah, but he's like, oh, cool.
37 chews? You need a bomb bag?
Not Tanjo, but everyone else might get relieved. Cindy might feel a little bad about it, but...
well, Cindy can't even get there right now. It's still missing that hook.
Yeah,
unfortunate Valley placement. And Cola also missing the hook, too. I don't know what he's going back there.
Mm-hmm.
Said quitting here, probably to switch ages. Always interesting to see the slightly different setups among all the runners. I mean, OoT is primarily a game of setups. At least from a just overall perspective. So seeing like all these like slightly different peaks between walls, slightly different movement without hovers. It's really cool to see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially with the rule change including leaps from hovers or whatever, ground jumps with hovers or something.
Mm-hmm.
I know Oak's been putting those hover boots on more often than not. I'm sure there's strategy to it, but I know some of it might just be swag.
It's partially both. I mean, it comes with some give here and there. I mean, with Ice Cavern specifically, it is faster. You do have to do some gainers, to get to some of the silver rupees before the end, but it is faster if you can get it first try. Whereas, like, other people might rely a little bit more on glitchless jumps, and that's also fast. And you don't have to rely on an item to do them. So it's a lot of give and take for strategy with the game.
Absolutely. It's bomb shoot bowling. Let's go. Oh man, Cinny with the crater bean. That's faster. It's faster than walking. I'm just gonna check this grotto up here. Mr. Mario's finally gonna get magic from the fairy, and he's basically just gonna slam out dungeons up until he runs into the oops, where's my hover boots, which he's gonna go open Deku like you mentioned, so he's just gonna go finish.
You're just gonna find him, stumble upon him. Yeah, he's pretty much in go mode already, which is crazy to think about. Only an hour, 16 minutes in. It's a very early go mode. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of sub 2s this seed among the racers.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only 45 people, but I think it'll be at least 5 sub 2s.
It seems like the main crux of that too is, did you check Valley? which is a really like painful point for some runners.
Yikes! It's. Oof. I mean, I think established runners for Ocarina of Time Randomizer, I think S9 really messes with them more so than people that don't play as much or are newer to just the randomizer in general, which I think is a pretty interesting observation. But I think it's true, though. I mean, a lot of things for routing execution that you take for granted, like, oh yeah, of course you do CAC start because you're more likely to get a bomb bag, so you can go to DC right next to it. That's out of the window. Like, that's just not a thing anymore. It's more focused on your song routing, skull routing, and overworld routing, which is definitely different. But overall, it's pretty refreshing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people that just like, yeah, I would never go to Valley. What, you know, what's out there? Nothing. Time loss.
I think one thing that's surprising about this seed for me is just how much these runners have lined up. Mr. Mario and Tanjo versus Cinny and Cola. Like, Cola just got bombs out of graveyards, now taking the bean to check upper DMC, which Cinny just did. Tanjo's now getting through force.
Yeah, no
Mr.
hook.
Mario just did.
No hook, so
Nope.
you're forced to.
It's just really, this is a very clear example of people who checked Valley versus people who didn't.
Ooh, Cinny in Shadow without Dens. Could be dangerous.
Could be. Oh yeah, Cinny hasn't gone around to ice yet.
No.
Hook.
Yeah, no, there's just no way in for him. So.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think this dip is going to pay off unless that Shadow Temple Path strength shows up in these first two rooms.
I think he's going all the way as far as he can here. I don't think he just stops at the first two. I think he's just going to get hook locked out of here, and that's going to be that. He moves on to the next location.
Well, you can do hookless Shadow now in this rule set.
Yeah, but again, no Dens. Does have a strength, so
Yeah.
can pull the block for the shortcut, but this is probably the riskiest play we've seen out of the runners so far.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is I just, with the information we have, I don't see how this pays off, unfortunately.
I mean, he could complete it, but then doesn't really do a whole lot. We know lights are in here. We know it is Path Rova, right? So maybe banking on that, okay, well, maybe the second strength is available before I get hook locked out of the dungeon. And I'm sure Cinny does know the hookless strat for that room regardless. So I think this is more about overall routing and chasing your paths a little bit. And I think it's maybe the best option for him currently, too. I mean, as much as we know about Valley and, you know, you have to go there this seed, you know, unless there's another hook somewhere. But from his perspective, though, this makes a lot of sense, and can't really argue against it.
Yeah, to your point, you have to do this. It's a dense place. You have a path pointing towards it. And the only other option is basically what Cole is doing right now, which is just clearing overworld checks that you've already kind of passed a few times and didn't have the items for before. So you either keep pushing overworld, or you go for density, and then I don't blame Cindy for going to someplace that's dense and required.
Mario and Domain. I'm blinking
Yeah,
these in
I'm
child
a
domain.
little surprised by that. I mean, I guess he just doesn't want to leave it. Oh, there's Boomerang. Cool. Thanks, Cinny. Shadow has Boomerang.
Interesting Boomerang.
There's nothing Boomerang locked that's not in Jabu, right?
No, not at this point. I think they have more than enough items and locations that 20 is for sure, and without that, so it's not for that skulls or anything like that. But they do have slingshot, so it's not for Child Spirit either. And a little bit of difficulty with the Silver Rupee room, but making it work. Now, if they didn't pick up the bomb bag already at Graveyard, that would be an awesome find to just quickly get it without beans.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, Cine already did.
Yeah, might come into play for some other runners that aren't on Restream, but we won't know that.
No.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to get baited from not checking Valley and just kind of end up in this mode where they're just chasing whatever they feel is strongest, so like going to Shadow. So I'm sure people have a variety of experiences to share in the Discord afterwards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a whole channel dedicated to Season 9, and there's a Season 9 results discussion channel. Make sure to check that out after the race for some either raging or genuine discovery, you know? It's always kind of cool to see it. You got a racer's perspective as well there.
Yeah, I think it's a really great place for learning as well. I know after the first qual race, there was a lot of discussion about path priority regarding certain items that happened in that seed. And it's a good learning moment for people. Even if you're experienced, there's people who are getting reminded of certain quirks of the game.
Yeah, be it dungeon ER or... Hey, or like why was this location path? It was path bottle for Shadow? Like, what are we doing?
Alright, so Cine's heading over to the Crusher room. Mr. Mario is still working on cleaning up Child Overworld checks. And it looks like Colo's going back to Child now. And Tanju's about to go head into Phantom Ganon, so... definitely what's new for us is what Cine's doing right now. We know Tanjo's going to pull a bomb bag from Phantom Ganon. Mr. Mario's about to head into Lost Woods, and we'll do Target in the Woods to find... Which they actually grabbed...
Already did it. Did on the way,
yeah. So, went back to... Goron City. Now it's gonna go open deck it. Cool. Very thorough.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have any reason not to be thorough, right? If you know you're a fast runner, it's gonna be way more risky to just, you know, okay, well, I'm gonna aggressively go for like this, that, and maybe my progression dungeons too. But if you just, oh wow,
holy crap. Oh, what?
Wow.
Surely not long shot path. Really not.
Huge fine for Senny, bailing himself out here.
Yeah, holy moly, that was... I'm a little surprised by that one, to be honest.
All right. Ooh, falling off, but yeah, probably just in shock that there's a hook here right before he needs it. Logically.
Yeah. So then if it's long shot, if this ends up being path, then it could be just to complete water for Medallion to open Rainbow Bridge, and then maybe your second strength is in Castle?
We'll see here.
Yeah, we're going to find out. That's for sure.
Yeah, still about little under halfway through Shadow here. Yeah, good shout by Zavi in chat. K-Sword and Morpha kind of hints that the other hook is potentially in here. Because the K-Sword would have to lead to something for Morpha, right?
Oh, good point. And now Mr. Mario is going into Shadow Temple, and we'll just full clear this area as he's locked and loaded with Din, so we don't have to worry about the spike walls. Chad's asking if we like the water hop for this season, and as the discussion that we were having earlier is that, it makes another technique, which, as you know, you're talking about, Emo, not the hardest. Well, what? I missed it. What's in pot?
Just terrible aim for Senny there. I think he wasted like 10 arrows on one Keys.
Oh, Keys be like that sometimes.
Yeah, no, I think the trick is just hard required if you want to do well in quals. So I think that tells you a lot about its strength, versatility, utility, really. And again, it's really not hard. So I think even if you're an average runner, I think you can use it pretty effectively in most of your runs here. Like it's not, I mean, it's frame perfect, but you can get it bufferless. It's kind of whatever. Yeah, Sunny having a hard time here aiming.
Yeah, he's not happy about that. The classic shield flick.
Yeah. Get it out. Get it out. Otherwise, you're going to be bottling it up and, yeah. Yeah, not too bad, though. Key placements here for Senny. It's only one key off?
Yeah, because you have boss door, and then you have the one door up here with the Gibdo room.
Yeah, and 4 checks remaining as well, so pretty good odds that he'll not get locked, but then again, it could just be like a strength 2 behind the walls, too. So, might just be staring at his potential go mode for later.
Yeah.
And I think the further you get in here to the mid to late game as well, ice just kind of gets a little bit worse with every passing minute. Ooh, big chests. And it is the strength 2. So
Cool.
Mario will be in go mode pretty shortly. About 5 minutes.
Well, we ended up with some, and there's wind. A little late, but cool.
Yeah.
An S9 seed where dungeons are pretty loaded.
I mean, dungeons are always going to be good locations to do, especially when, you know, they're required for your win con, so I think that the major story has been a little bit more about the overworld, the strength of the overworld routing, but I mean, dungeons are always going to be good regardless of what you do, so it's just kind of seed dependent on if, okay, well, this dungeon has 5 items, or, you know, all of your go mode is all along the way, which it can still happen in S9. You can still have very quick seeds.
Yeah. So Cindy grabbing wind just decides to drop it and leave, as he doesn't want to end up taking the boat twice.
Ooh, see where Kola is?
Oh, Cole's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's making his way there. This might...
Cindy went straight eyes.
Not quite last location, probably, but not super duper great.
No, definitely spent a lot of time clearing out overworld as adult, went back to child, is now just clearing out more overworld.
Still has Forest Temple to do. Ooh.
I know.
Yeah, same for Senny as well, but I'm a little surprised Senny's going ice here, right? Like, I mean, I guess it is path, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking about. I think he got to the end of Shadow there. Well, got to the Fairy of Shadow and was like, I can't finish this. There's something that's path for Bongo. It's probably Din's. Let's just go.
Yeah.
But yeah, as chat was pointing out, light arrows are in Shadow Temple, so it's very possible that Cindy's remembering that, thinking about, like, well, I might be able to finish the dungeon, but what if Lights is behind the spike wall room? Then I'm going to have to come back here anyways.
Where'd you get that Feroz, by the way? I totally missed that.
Gibdo room.
Oh, okay.
Right before the ferry.
On the way. Got it.
Yeah. Does Cindy know it was a long shot? Based on the hints, he should know it's a long shot. But it's hard to say. There's a lot of information just in general when you're playing a rando, let alone Season 9 rando, where we have entrance randomizer on. And even though these are qualifiers, nerves still get to you, especially when you're on restream. So that might have been what we were seeing with Cindy's keys in the Shadow Pot room. So
maybe.
Yeah, there's Mr. Mario's long shot, but we're definitely going to find out what's in the back of Shadow here with Mr. Mario and Tanjo, who are going to be able to complete the whole thing.
Mario on 4 hearts, by the way. Showing off his pot knowledge by getting the 2 hearts there in the Crusher room. Yeah, long shot being DLC, yeah, for the most part. You can still save some time here and there, like Mario here. And the what do you call this room even?
Some say this the room with the redeads in it. I usually say invisible spikes.
I usually just say this fucking room, man.
It's like one of those rooms where it's not
Super
a problem
annoying.
until it becomes one. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to go to both sides of the room, collect a bunch of rupees, like just to go to this side room, like.
Yeah.
All right.
Cola going straight into Forest after finding that hook shot. So taking your thought, which is, well, let me go do what's required first. So I'm just going to go do Forest instead of following that path into Ice Cavern.
Yeah, a little bit safer. Not surprising to see.
Yeah, I'm sure Cola finding that hook shot in Valley is thinking, oh man, people might have found that a long time ago, not 90 minutes into the seed. I just need to push progression and hope that I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
No, the seed is a little rude. It did put Wind in Shadow Temple, but it's after the Shadow Pot room. Could have saved a little bit of time if they moved that up, but we'll let it slide this time.
Do you think, which dungeon do you think Mario will do first, water or spirit? I'm still hoping for the all in order meds, so I'm hoping water. I'm curious.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
see.
all in order would be good, because I think after this dungeon, Mr. Mario's is going to go mode it, right? Like, he's just going to slam him out.
Yeah, he's currently in go mode right now. He has everything.
Yeah.
Except, I guess
Yeah,
lights,
so I
but,
think you just
yeah.
you play Nocturne, go to water, destroy it, and then Spirit was bottom of the well. So then after you finish water, you just jump out of graveyard and go down to Spirit.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. So we're gonna see a pretty fast finish soon.
Yeah, Last Dungeon
You could
Spirit's always a banger, man. It takes like 5 minutes or something stupid.
Oh yeah, especially since we have long shot.
Yeah,
So
he's
save a bit of time.
zooming through it. Yeah, it is kind of nice, even if long shot's not like hard required anymore. It's still nice to have it for water. It's still gonna save time.
Oh yeah, don't have to do the water hop now. You can just hook shot right over. Because I know,
just-
to your point, it's simple and it's easy to retry, especially since we have scale. But you know, if you don't have to, then why bother?
Yeah, why not
check
go
out-
to water boss door, set your furores, just like the olden days. Your God-given long shot, and you long shot your way through water, man.
Yeah, it's so good. You're like Spider-Man, but wet.
It's like
Also triple
Spider-Man, but you're not a spider. You're just a man.
You're just a man with really like whose arm cannot be detached or desocketed by the hook shot.
Yeah, imagine it. Now imagine like his arm like working like a long shot or something weird. Like just like comes out. I don't know.
That's his Luffy from One Piece, dude.
Yeah, that's a good shout. It's a good shout. Or Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, the original Luffy.
Okay, buddy. That's probably the craziest sentence. That's the craziest sentence of the year I've heard so far. You're in the
They got cyborgs in One Piece. It's right there, writes itself. Anyways, looking at the run, Cola is getting the Floor Master here. Oh, but well, okay, good. Didn't get away. Getting through forest. We're gonna see what behind this wood wall is right now. Is Cinny in the bottom left? Key. Okay, so there was a key stuck behind Dins. So good on Cinny for leaving and getting Dins first.
Yeah, that would have been disastrous. I mean, he does have the Ferraris though at the same time, so.
Yeah.
Which was also in shadow. Right next to his hook, also in shadow. So really, this is Cinny's dungeon right now.
Yeah, Cindy really got bailed out. He still has a lot more progression to do, though. Still has to go do Forest.
Oh, yeah.
So he is behind Mr. Mario and Tanjo by a whole dungeon. And then Cola obviously hasn't gone into Ice Cavern yet to get Dins, and then hasn't stepped into Shadow at all, so...
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
So, I'm not really great at estimating time sometime, but does this look like Mr. Mario or Tanjo could still sub 2 at this rate? We got 23 minutes left. Oh, yeah?
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
It kind of depends mostly on the key placements at this point. But, I mean... And a little bit with the Rova RNG.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close.
Give and take. Yeah, it could be close. It could just not be close at all. I mean, it could be like 155 pretty safely. 150 maybe, like as a first finisher. That'd be borderline. Because I think Mario's had like close to a perfect route here. I just haven't really seen any weaknesses in it.
No, the only time save would have been skipping some of those overall checks, but he didn't know that. Like on stream, we already had info, right? So like what he was doing is still like, yeah,
it's probably gonna be the most like frustrating point for a lot of runners. Is like, when do you stop doing overworld? When do you stop prioritizing it? That sort of thing. Because we already saw like in Qual 2, like there's a lot of overworld you could skip potentially in that seed, but.
Yeah,
a lot of it could just be in your child opener at the same time. So, you know, what do you do about that? If you're 10 minutes behind first because you did overworld checks for 10 minutes, it's going to hurt a little bit.
No, absolutely.
But
I'd agree that Mr. Mario's probably got the route for this seed, if not very close to it. Tanjo played really well too, going for that 20 chew pack in the beginning, and they're right next to each other. So there was an argument for both strategies.
Tanjo playing a little scared here, I think, with the spin slashes on Bongo. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think he's just afraid of getting hit. He's only on like 4 hearts, so 1 hit equals you're dead with Bongo. He rushes you. Meanwhile, Mario only has 4 hearts still.
Mr. Mario doesn't need more than 4 hearts. He just gets
he really does. He could do it with 3, but he probably accidentally found a heart container or something.
Yeah.
So
DQ didn't do 3 hearts. Yeah, you can quick kill with spins on Bongo chat. And yep, sure enough, Mr. Mario long shots over, sets win, and we're off to look for the key. Now, the boss key could be last location, which would add a lot of time, or it just might be right over here. So it's just waiting to find the boss key.
Oh, wow, he's going compass first? This is crazy.
Yeah.
He's trying to high roll here, I think.
I like it.
Oh, not even killing him? This guy's crazy.
Look at him go. He's trying to he knows he's in go mode. He's just like,
he's trying to get much
oh my goodness.
Oh, God. This man is unstoppable.
He went in there and he sniffed that out. He's like, what? Past the stingrays.
Yeah, no, it's a solid play, but damn. I wish my rounds were like that, man. Just
and he got the quick grab. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, sick.
All right.
Sick door frame kill here for Mario. That's great to see.
If you got up to get a drink of water, you missed Water Temple on Mr. Mario's stream.
Yeah, oops.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you think sub 2 is possible now?
Absolutely. 19 minutes left to do a go moded Adult Spirit with long shot. Yeah, dude, we're done.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Oh, Tanner getting trolled by the tech tight. Oh? We're going down? Okay, Tanjo going actually to...
Yeah, this is what I would have done. I think for Water Temple, it makes a lot of sense if you just stick to one route. And that's all you do whenever you get to that temple. I mean, there is the upside of like what Mario did. Do Compass Chest first. All you need is BK. But the downside of that is if you don't find it, now you have to go lower anyway. So a lot of that's just determined by RNG. You can't really control that.
Yeah.
But it definitely takes way less mental energy. It's not taxing at all to do the same thing every time. I think it's ideal, really. But the downside to that is, yeah, you're not gonna spike BK like some people could if you go Compass first.
Yeah, so we're getting questioned in his chat, what's been the fastest so far? Which in the quals, I think it was Cola's 158 last Sunday, but I know, thanks to your spreadsheet, it looks like in the practice races for S9, Aeronaut got a 137.
Yeah, that's been the fastest so far, I'm pretty sure. 7 racers, it was on the 13th of December. Crazy. I mean, look at who he was playing against, too. He got first against Ryukane. Fur, Floosh, Challenswa. I mean, pretty good runners.
Oh, yeah.
Half that room, sub 2. Love to see it.
It's always good when you, like, not only have a jet seed, but you get a jet seed and you're first and you beat a lot of other very good runners. You're like, damn, I was on it.
That does wonders for your mental. Even if it doesn't matter, it's not in a qual setting. Like, no one's giving you anything for it. It's just a race, man. But, damn. Like, put a little pep in your steps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see where BK is in Spirit here. It's really going to determine Mario's finish time here. About 5 or 6 minutes for the very end of the game, once you get all your dungeons done.
Yeah. Well, luckily we have that hint that the last strength is on left hand, so he doesn't have to waste his time doing
yeah, that's a good point.
That boss. So we can just keep going. We don't have to worry about that Iron Knuckle. Alright, Tanjo just pulled Water Boss Key out of Compass Room. He's going to go up and fight Morpha. Cola on the last post sister Meg. About to head into the basement for Fan Ganon. And Cinny just defeating the Floor Master in Forest Temple as well. So both runners kind of converging. Mr. Mario obviously getting some time on Tanjo from just grabbing that boss key immediately. Oh, Morpha got away. That slippery bastard.
Morpha tends to do that. It's a fleshy basketball.
Yeah. It's like those water
just
switch
away.
balls. There's boss key. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, huge.
Yeah, Mr. Mario is going to avoid a lot of time-consuming checks and can just,
all
as
right,
long as he keeps
Rova.
pulling up keys. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost as fast as Water Temple here.
What the? E. Cola? Already done.
There we have it. First finisher of qualifier number 3 is going to be E. Cola. Told you this is his first qualifier. He is a very good runner. Arguably the best runner out there right now. And yeah, champion of last season, I believe.
Yeah, E. Cola beat Zavi in the finals. So that's
not surprising to see that, man. I mean,
nope. Damn.
I mean, overworld checks. Like, what? I wonder what the time save would have been, even because I mean, Mario's route's been fairly strong here, so it might have been sequencing. Did he just rush Valley? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Mario did push a little bit further in overworld checks with Child, and I don't really remember if he extended on Adult at all, but E. Cola probably just ignored more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Zabi's point in chat, Ecola Rush GTG entrance would have run in that hook sooner, and then just got put on the train faster to go mode, I guess.
Yeah. Can see that. I mean, if you already have the bow early, why not go Deku, right?
Yeah.
It's a great location. You just have to go out there. You get a few checks along the way. Not a whole lot of downside.
All right, we're gonna hope for a good Phase 1 Twin Rover here from Mr. Mario as Tanjo starts the adult spirit climb, and Cola just finishing up Phantom Ganon quickly.
Yeah, of note here, actually, Mario, this is his 9th seed total for S9. Ecola's probably in like the 20s or something, maybe 30s by now. So I think he has a lot more practice at the settings. It's been said amongst a lot of runners that it's one of those seasons where you kind of need to grind a lot of it to really make it click. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So it does not surprise me at all to see him win this qualifier. Really great time.
Yeah, and also a good
sometimes,
point. You just get lucky. That's his randomizer, though. Like, sometimes you get randoed, and sometimes you do the randoing. So it could have just been
for sure.
Ecola had a plan like Mario did, and then just executed on it and just went, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm not going to do these overworld checks, and it paid off.
Yeah, luck's always going to be present. Randomizers always going to have some amount of influence in the end. And, you know, that's kind of why we play Randomizer to begin with, is the variance, is the luck aspect.
That's the chief reason for some players. I commentated and watched some of the random settings leagues, so that's in its most pure form.
Yeah, great format. Not too... no one's really racing it right now for a few reasons, but S9 is just the new hotness, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a main and there's qualifiers, you know. It's...
No, sure. I mean, that's just how we're starting the year, and when you're on one of those tournaments, it's kind of hard to switch between them. So we had the Battle Royale tournament right before the holiday, and that was going on as League was wrapping up. So I know that runners who were participating in both had to like keep switching their mindsets, being like, okay, I'm playing Battle Royale today, and not go into the League and be like, I can't touch the spinning blade.
Yeah, everything is lava, the format.
Yeah. Alright, since Mario's done with Spirit, that looked like a pretty good Twin Rover to me. So is this going to be marching up Ganon's castle? We'll be sub-2ing here.
Yeah, looking to be about a 155, 156, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm. And as Chad was saying, still could be second here. Could be seeing the second fastest time this qualifier.
Could be, yeah. Wouldn't be shocked either way. I mean, that's a hell of a cushion, too. That's going to be... If no one finishes before Mario, it's going to be probably close to 1100, I would imagine. Well, we won't know for certain until the first 7 runners have finished.
Mm-hmm. And while we have this moment while Mr. Mario climbs the tower, I'm a few minutes early, but I think commentary is going to get hot here at the 2-hour mark. We want to thank everybody for being here at Zelda Speedruns again. This is qualifier number 3 for season 9. Having a really good time watching our 4 runners who graciously shared their streams with us today. Mr. Mario, Tanjo, Cindy, and Cola, putting everything S9 has on display for us. We also want to thank our trackers today for helping collate all of the S9 information and keeping track of the runners' items, Baseball Palm and Tommel Talk. And thank you, Baseball, for restreaming, and Emo Soto for being here with us as well.
Oh, of course, my pleasure. Now, for reference, Ecola probably entered Ganon's around 140, just for context.
Yeah,
Which in this, that's just crazy.
Yeah, because it's difficult to imagine that having watched Mr. Mario play, but obviously, like, we know Mr. Mario could have, like, skipped some things, but to be in the mindset of, like, yeah, I don't need that. During the qual when you don't have, you know, commentary for perspective information, that's very impressive.
Yeah, it's really just you and the seed, and maybe the race time room if you want it open, but I mean, I think that's the best mindset to have. It's just, there aren't any racers other than me. Ooh, yeah. Tough tower death for Mario here. Try to take him one on... Well, I think he set up for the 2v1, but yeah, didn't quite get it. It happens, though. I mean, no BGS or anything. It just takes one swing. He's on 4 hearts, so like it's not a whole lot to do with it. It is the one advantage to getting hearts is you probably wouldn't have died there at least. Not the one hit.
Yeah, absolutely. That just happens every once in a while to everybody, so I can't blame anyone before it. And we've also seen people play this from very safe. And now, yeah, this is Mario taking a little bit safer and doing one at a time.
Probably the deadliest enemy in normal rando gameplay are these Iron Knuckles. Not even just these ones. I think just all of them are all pretty deadly.
No, I agree. When you can avoid Iron Knuckle fights, it's for the best, especially when you're in the situation like Mr. Mario is, when you only have 4 hearts and you haven't wandered into as many heart containers, which still blows my mind. Everyone in here has like 7+ hearts or something with double defense. Mr. Mario just avoided hearts in his checks somehow, despite going pretty far in the overworld to pull a lot of items.
Yeah. Cola also going for the compass first. Strat here. Gonna get rewarded for it. Yeah, it doesn't have the Furores win, though, so it's a little worse. But, hey, 1 check out of 1 check that you've done, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, for chat's reference, yeah, runners typically just take 4 hearts to manage heat timers, like if they don't find, you know, the appropriate tunic. But,
yeah, 5 is a pretty good stopping point for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That way you at least survive Iron Knuckle hits, plus your timer's not that, it's about 40 seconds with 5. On water or lava. Ooh, we're gonna see the trick! The long shot skip for Cola.
Easy to reset if you miss it.
It's
Mario done with the animal. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, no other finishers yet. Still just E. Cola 145. That's it. Gonna be really interesting to see how the points calculate for this one.
Cola moving to a different spot.
All right.
I know your angle matters for this one as well. You gotta be
you have to be straight on
the wall.
Yeah. It's mostly just about when you equip irons, though, is all it really comes down to. There's a few things that can affect it, but it's all you really need to do. I mean, it's easier said than done, of course.
Yeah. Alright, Mr. Mario and Ganon. Going to be seeing it finish soon. Yeah, to that chat's point, it was wild. We did see Tanjo and Mr. Mario and Bongo Bongo at the same time, but just rushing that compass chest really paid off for Mr. Mario.
Yeah, so for Cola here, if you haven't seen this trick before, skips long shot because you can just grab this ledge. Now the trick to it is you have to equip irons when Link breaches the surface of the water. It's on a very specific frame. It has to be frame perfect. But if you can do that, Link will breach the water, And then with the Iron Boot equip, he'll be able to reach the ledge. It gets a little bit of height. And the reason he's diving here is to get a little bit of speed as well.
Oh, Cinny got it first try.
Very nice. Love to see it. Yeah, this is like 12th try for Cola. Have a lot of difficulties here.
Tanjo setting up for the double on the Iron Knuckles. Nice.
You have to be ever so gentle with the movements here. Whoa. Does have the double defense though, so he's like, this is pretty risk free for Tanjo.
Mm-hmm.
He has
So we're at the-
what, 16 hearts to work with or something.
Yeah.
14?
And we're about to see Mr. Mario finish here, so get rid of your GGs.
And there we have it, Mario finishing in second. There it is in the chats, 157.38. So 12 minutes. Wow.
Damn.
Between E-Cola and the next finisher. It's quite a statement for your
Yeah,
first squall out.
But still great play by Mr. Mario and Tanjo both. Like, it's hard to imagine what E-Cola did without seeing it to make a 12-minute difference between him and Mr. Mario.
You gotta see it to believe it sometimes. And here, wow. Sunny just slashing Morph on the door frame. Cola and Sunny both getting the door frame kill.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. It looks like Mr. Mario will be joining us here in the commentary booth very shortly here.
GG.
Hey, GG's Mario.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
So, how was the seed? Your first qualifier for S9, I believe, right?
Yeah. It was good. I could have saved some time in some places, but overall, I think I had a pretty decent route. And then I look at the end, I look at the race room, I'm like, okay, second place, that's not bad. And then I see Ecola's time is 1:45. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, right? Like, that's kind of a shock, right? I mean, it is very fast.
He's goated. I don't know what to say.
I mean, he won last season, right? I mean...
Yeah. But, yeah, I think I played pretty well. Everything kind of lined up for me. I only had to go child a total of 2 times in the beginning, and then go back to see that I'm locked out of child spirit and can't actually get the strength 2 in spirit and have to find it elsewhere. But that was fine. It was just in shadow because the hint basically said it had to be in shadow or else it didn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty nice path ends overall. Yeah, pretty fast finish as well, sub 2.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing I'm missing is the Path to Evil's Bane, which I never found, but I know is out there somewhere.
That
was
the hover boots in Lost Woods.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
that got you
Lost
into
Woods.
shadow to get the
Oh,
light
really?
arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured it might have been hinted.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about that placement, though, is you're going to go unlock the Deku entrance anyway, and you're like 100% going to get that along the way. I think we saw all 4 of the Restream runners get that, so...
Yeah, it's right next to Path Goron City, and you got nothing in Adult Goron City, so...
yeah,
You're gonna go there.
Almost
unless you, like...
guaranteed.
Yeah, unless you are really, like, betting it's a long shot there, and you have everything else for water, but you don't even have hovers when you're planning on going there, so it just makes sense.
Yeah. That's good. Definitely true. I have you been liking S9 in general. I see on your tracker, this is your 9th seed for S9, is that true?
I guess so. I don't know. I haven't been counting. I guess my my live split has been counting for me. Yeah, I like it. I like the dungeon ER mix-up. It's not too bad, especially with the information that you get at the beginning of the seed. It's very nice.
Oh, GG's as well to Tanjo, coming in 4th place, actually. 201.42. Got sniped by 10 seconds by Epic Dev Skill in 3rd. GG's to both.
GG's.
Yeah, you know a stranger to Dungeon ER, right? So I think
Yeah.
it only comes natural to you a little bit.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right, let's bring in Tanjo here as well. GG Tanjo on your finish.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yo,
you.
GG's.
GG's Mario. GG.
Nice placement.
You too.
Yeah, you
Equal
two were
145
actually.
though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought
I-
I played pretty, like I read it pretty well. Execution probably wasn't, the best, but
Yeah. I mean, I could see, like...
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, I could have like cut out some things. Like I did domain going to Goem City for the hover boots and Kokiri sword, and like maybe you can get hookshot as child, and that's better somehow. Or you save even the Lost Woods area for child 2, and then I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have to
think
look at
that's
what he did.
probably it, because I'll double back for Child Lost Woods to get the target in the woods, and also to open to well, like I did, Child Spirit into Dancing Dad and target. And then also full cleared
Yeah.
field, but I mean,
Hmm.
I go
I
modded
didn't do
DC.
it.
That's fair.
Wow, you go mode to DC?
Yeah.
Oh, I did all of that. Maybe you could add go mode to DC as well to add on to the time.
Yeah. I mean, in my head, it made sense just because I felt like the hints I thought were pretty strong to see. Like as soon as I got Mirror Shield in Forest, I was like, I'm probably just go mode here.
Did you get
So-
the path to Evil's Bane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was that hit?
Uh,
'Cause I didn't
Lake
find
Lab,
it, and I
maybe?
think
I don't know.
I could have saved a lot of time if I had that hint too. I could have just rushed back to child instead of being conservative on adult dungeons and stuff.
yeah. I don't remember exactly where. I want to say Lake Lab, or maybe it was Valley. I don't know.
Okay. It wasn't Valley, I got that hint, but
Okay. Yeah.
Lake
But
Lab
as soon as
seems right.
Yeah. As soon as I got the tunic from Storm Sprout, I was like, okay, so it has to be target then. It's not the wallet.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, everything else is just kind of along the way, except the hook, I guess. But I think from the practice I've done, it feels like just full clearing child. At the beginning seems
Pretty
like
good
a pretty
idea.
strong play. Yeah, in most seeds. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it has to do with like Dungeonia or something, with like maybe like
Mm-hmm.
this
Like
less
you're not
like
guaranteed
available
a
as
bottom of the
child.
well or DC.
Yeah,
early on.
exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I always feel like just rushing child. Like even if adults start, like I could see a world where you just rush child, just full clear it, and then you just have one big adult segment where you just go mode all your dungeons or something.
Yeah, I just got lucky with the hook shot because I didn't do it as child, and then when I went to do Deku, I'm like, okay, I'll do the waterfall, and then it was hook shot. Like, wow,
Yeah.
if the hook shot was the crate, I would have been screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean,
is
the
what it
hooker was
is.
pretty good early because then I also got the Iron Boots as child, and then I got the
Mm.
bongo ice path to bongo. So I was like, okay, I can instantly do ice into Deku, and then
Yeah,
from
that's
there
nice.
it's just go mode DC because I have Forest I can do, and I think Shadow's probably available. And then I got the Strength 2 hint on Child Hand, so like, okay, I'll rush Child, try to climb Child Spirit. I get the Strength 2, and then all that. So I don't know.
How have you been enjoying S9 so far, Tenjo?
I like it. I like Dungeoneer. I'm a big fan of Dungeoneer. It is weird sometimes. I think a lot of the time, it feels like you can kind of solve the seed early on, and then it's just kind of your go mode. That's how I felt this seed. Like an hour in forest on go mode, I'm like, okay, interesting. But
Yeah, it really depends on the
I
hints.
don't really know how to feel about that. Yeah, for sure. Definitely in this seed, the hits are pretty strong, I think.
It's also like so many different types of hints now too. Like you have your important item checks, you have foolish even, you have your paths of course, and always hints. Like it's a lot to take in, along with the dungeon entrances also being just at the start. I think it's really kind of changed how you can even route stuff anymore. So a lot of options it gives you early on.
So, as for reference for Tanjo, Mr. Mario, you two were killing Bongo Bongo at the same time. Where the time gap ended up
Okay.
showing was Mr. Mario in water rushed Compass Chest and pulled boss key immediately. That's
Yeah.
so that was the main difference, which was interesting
Of course.
because for
And then
a
I
lot of
died
this,
to Iron Knuckles, so I gave you back some
you were
time.
still ahead. It was fine. You
Okay.
got second. It's fine. But what was interesting to see is you two were pretty similar in terms of routing. The main difference is, Tanjo, you went out and got that shoe pack from Skull Kid very early, and you basically didn't care about bomb bag for the whole seed, where everyone else was just kind of like surviving off the
There's
bomb
shoes on
bag,
Skull
the bomb shoes that you
Kid?
find. Yeah,
Skull Mask, right?
Skull Mask.
Skull Mask. That's yeah,
Okay.
on Skull Mask, and so you were pretty explosive rich, and you were pretty item loaded comparatively to Mr. Mario. Mr. Mario just got around to progression a little bit sooner.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of the items are just like in Child. But I mean, yeah, definitely the bomb bag or the bomb shoes on Skull Mask was a nice kind of blind pull. But I mean, you start with ZL, so I'm like, I'm already going to CAC probably in Child 1. And then I get the Kokiri Forest, Path to Rova. I'm like, I'm probably going to the Lost Woods as well. So I may as well just do Skull Mask, set it all up, just have it done. And then, yeah, being able to skip the bomb bag on Crate was pretty nice. I assume that's what most people got or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I guess you could get the Forest one too, but you might need bombs earlier. Or you might want them at least.
Yeah, Mr. Mario got the bomb bag from Phantom Ganon, but Cinny and Cola both had to go back because the main difference between you four is you two did Valley. Cinny and Cola skipped Valley. So
wow,
Cinny's first hook shot was actually from Shadow Temple. He just went in because he's like, that was my best progression. He pulled it from there. Cola just basically full cleared Overworld and eventually got around to Valley.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoutouts to the 5-pack in Deku, the one small chest I opened.
Oh, nice.
The wallet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not get that one. But didn't need it.
So last season you both placed top 32 and you went on to the main tournament. This season, if you place top 32, you'll be going into pools. Mr. Mario, how do you feel about pools?
Hooray. I don't know, it's pretty good. I I famously have bad luck when it comes to group draws. If you look at my SGL history or otherwise, I've had to play in some pretty stacked groups, but I'm sure this tournament is no exception because everyone in top 32 is going to be strong. So that's if I even make their top 32. That is.
What about you, Tanja? What about pools?
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like group stages. I think it can like once it's like it can get decided pretty early, and it just feels kind of bad to play it out sometimes. So, you know, I mean, I'll play, but I mean that's kind of the reason why I don't join League. It's because I don't really like the format. If it was up to me, I'd prefer just a straight bracket, like a double elim kind of bracket. But no, it should be fun either way, playing against good people.
No, absolutely. And there's always going to be a feedback form at the end of the season. And I know they're definitely trying out pools just to see how people
Yeah,
feel about
worth
it, do a little
trying
something
out.
different. So it
Yeah.
seems like the changes for the settings themselves seem pretty popular. Dungeon ER seems to be pretty well received. We were asking Mr. Mario about it, who, seems pretty comfortable with the format. What about you, Tanjo?
Like, what do you mean? Like the
Like-
settings?
Like, do you like Dungeon ER?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
he
big
said
fan
he
of
did.
engineer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are some things about the settings that are like, I think the more I play just competitive rando, the more I hate bomb choose, just because of how no pun intended explosive it can be. Because you can like pick the wrong grottos to use it on or something, or like not save scum just the right way, and then it can completely change the seed.
Choose
I would
logic.
definitely prefer. Well, yeah, yes, because I like the little chew drops. I think they're very cute. But if not choosing logic, then maybe choosing like their own chest texture or
Choose a
something.
big chest or their own test. That would be
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
kind of hate big chest too because I hate going back to a chest and
And then it's
just
bait.
choose.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But I mean,
Yeah, I
I
yeah,
think there is
overall,
already
I
a
like-
setting for having choose in their own chests. At least in a
have
dead
no
branch.
idea.
there is.
Maybe, yeah.
And always kind of high variance too. Like that's if you even find the bomb choose, right? Like they were hinted the seed for you, but like how many brown chests do you open? Which ones do you do? Do you do this one that's kind of slow? Like you kind of have that kind of sub game that you're playing too. So a
Yeah.
lot kind of goes into that.
Yep.
Now,
Overall, I
meanwhile,
like-
oh sorry.
No, go ahead. Box.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, since Tanjo finished in fourth, 201.42, we've had now 14 finishers out of 45. Just to go through them here. Yeah, it's about time. So, Naceril in 6th, we got Rock Chalk in 7th, Zephyr in 8th, going down the list, Louis Ferns in 9th, Fair in 10th place, Hyper, I think is also his first qualifier, 11th place. Right, and ahead of him, or behind him, is Marco, then Alpha and Weighty Words, who's also been putting up some decent finishes this season, so... Now Seni, who's going to be potentially 15th. We'll see if anyone has something to say about that. And... I guess 15th. There we go. GG's to Seni here, just finishing up.
GG.
GG.
The time of 2:14.34. Still fairly close to the pack. A little bit behind, so it might be one of the weaker point finishes he might get here.
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Mario, you're going to be pulling pretty good points out of this one for your first one. It looks like a 1,024, and then Tanjo, you're just right under 1,000 at 991 for this qual. So very good scores for your first qualifier.
Yeah, definitely happy with a
Yeah.
1,000-point score.
But
Cannot
yeah.
complain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I think Ecola got that.
Yeah, you got the double, yeah.
He got the
Just freaking wait.
yeah. Bringing it back to Speed Gaming Live for the qualifiers for that for online. I think you did 1,000 every race, and then you just played a 4th race for fun and still did 1,000.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Forfeit, by the way, or it counts against you. So,
Mhm.
pretty ballsy. All right, so we're gonna bring Seni in here. All right, GG Seni, welcome on in.
Yeah, GG's, I guess.
Yo,
GG.
How do you feel about that seed, Cinny?
Fuck. Like, that was some shit luck in the opener. Found, like, no useful items.
Yeah, that Valley Hook really just doing a number on your routing.
Not even that. Like, I didn't find bomb chews for forever.
Yeah, we're just talking about that, the kind of high variance of bomb chews, like if you can find them and what do you use them on if there's no bomb bag, that sort of thing.
There was in the graveyard, and I saw that.
Right. Well, what are your like overall thoughts for S9? I know this race didn't quite work out too well for you.
I do like the settings. I think this seat was just awful luck.
Yeah, what about S9 is appealing for you? Is it like the dungeon ER, the hints, random starting item?
Dungeon ER definitely like changes things up a lot. Where like previous seasons, it's just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, well, while it was a rough seed luck-wise, you did make some good calls during the seed. When we saw you go into Shadow Temple, we were like, is he just gonna go for it? Like, what are we seeing here? And you ended up pulling a lot of... you got your hook shot at that.
There's a hook shot in there, and I need
yeah.
it.
We were just wondering how like deep that was gonna be, so being towards the front was good luck and a good call on your play.
I mean, I could have just done hookless if it was deeper.
But at the time, you obviously didn't have Din, so we were just like, well, hopefully it's not behind the spike wall.
I know it has to be hook locked. I know it's in the ice cavern, so that wasn't even a gamble. I know, like, I know where the Dins is, and I know there's a key lock there.
Otherwise, for the seed, do you have any questions for Mr. Mario or Tanjo? Cindy, any notes you want to compare?
Not really. Just get luckier in the opener, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing I can learn from this.
It goes that way sometimes, Not every seed is equal, for sure.
Yeah, obviously, Cola is still working on the seed, also having a tough opener, missing the Valley Hook early, and just chasing hover boots right now, looks like.
Yeah, it sounds like Cola's having it even worse than me.
I'm surprised he hasn't went back to Goron City. Maybe he didn't get the hint.
Yeah, I'm not sure he has, honestly.
Like,
even if he got the Bane path, too, that would help him out a little bit, but...
Yeah.
Because then you can, like, make some, like, value play for Child Goron City after you maybe find your Bane item in Lost Woods, that sort of direction instead, but, yeah, I think it's going to be a minute before you find Silvers, so...
Yeah, I'm going to take that and head on out of here, but... Thank you for the restream. Thank you, Tanjo, Cindy, for the race. GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah. Thanks for allowing us to have you on Restream, and good luck with the rest of your qualifiers.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, as we motion over here in the Restream, we do want to remind everybody that the next qualifier is on January 9th. It's going to be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, but it will be restreamed over on the Silver Gauntlets. So make sure to follow over there if you want to check that out. And if you want to participate, just remember that for Season 9 Standard Tournament, you could join now. If you haven't, all you need is a raceroom.gg account and head on in. Throw your hat in the ring, see how you do. It could just be fun to compare your own notes. But I think with that, we're going to... Email, you got anything left before we hand off to baseball?
Hey, check out the Discord if you want to get started. It's not too late. This is only qualifier number 3 out of 20 this month. So still lots of randomizer to play. The community is awesome. And there are more than a few very helpful folks out there. If you want to jumpstart your rando career today, check it out. That's all I got. That's nice, cool. that's all I got.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I think we are going to raid over to Cola, because unfortunately, he is struggling to find this Kokiri sword. Please don't spoil it for him. That would be very bad. So, just, you know, hope he probably has it on emote only mode anyway. But yeah, thank you so much to all of our runners today for being on Restream and for responding so quickly when I asked. I loved that. We were ready to go right away. Mr. Mario, Tanjo, Cine, and Cola. That was awesome. Of course, thank you to our commentators, Emo Soda, Burrito. Always great having you two here. And of course, our trackers, Tom, Palm, and Lady Draco, and me. Y'all did great. Thanks. And yeah, that's it. Qual number 4, like Burrito said, is going to be on the Silver Gauntlets. Put the link in chat before, but I'll do it again. That's 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I will be at work, so I hope everybody has fun. Yeah, that's it. There's going to be a ton more quals here on ZSR, so it'll be fun. And I'm rating Cola. There it is. And don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for him. Okay. Thanks, y'all. See you next time. Bye.